It's that time of the year again where your favourite world record breaking GTA YouTuber with over 13,000 hours in the game goes through the best loadout to have for all circumstances in GTA Online. This will not only include the weapons, but the best attachments, modifications, and of course ammo. Before we get into it, don't forget to drop it a like and subscribe for the best GTA guides on the internet. So without further ado, let's get to it. The best settings to use for all weapon types if playing on console is making sure your targeting mode is set to Assisted Aim Full. This will then allow you to lock onto enemies quickly by switching left and right without releasing the aim button, which will allow you to take down multiple attackers quickly. Shown on screen are my other personal settings, but these will be down to personal preference. Let's first go through how you can customize your loadout to begin with. You can do this by going to a gun locker in one of these locations listed here, and simply choosing to hide or show the weapons you want or don't want. You can then either enable or disable this loadout by going into your interactions menu, then health and ammo, and to disable or enable custom weapon loadout. Now let's fill these slots with the weapons. Let's get the worst options out of the way first, and that's the melee weapons.
I swear it was a mistake.
There really is only one weapon you need here, and that's the stone hatchet. This can be unlocked by helping the sexiest woman in GTA, Maud, with 5 special bounty missions. The stone hatchet works just like Trevor's special ability in story mode, where you become almost invulnerable to attack while active. To start this, just hit someone with it. This will then stay active as long as you keep hitting people, or until you eventually die.
Finish him!
Drop the weapon! Crap! I'm reloading!
For the explosives, there's only 2 you need in your loadout. The first are the proximity mines. These are great for setting traps for people on foot or also in vehicles. I especially like putting these outside an LS Custom for when someone comes out after spending half an hour modifying their new vehicle.
Come on!
However, because of their blinking lights, these can be pretty easy to spot, especially if it's dark. They also beep the closer you get, which can give you a chance to turn and run away. You also definitely want the sticky bombs. These are also great for setting traps, but this time can be detonated by you. These are superb for use in cars or on bikes, and can also be thrown while aiming and shooting your main weapon by pressing left on the D-pad. You can also stick them to vehicles and detonate them at your pleasure. Now for the heavy weapons. And first up is the minigun. This is a relentless and ruthless destructive machine and can hold almost 10,000 bullets, but doesn't need reloading, so you can fire a string of artillery non-stop. This is ideal for taking out multiple vehicles, including cars, trucks and helicopters. But its best asset is how it is the #1 weapon to use on the Juggernauts and any other obscenely overpowered enemies. It's very similar to the Widowmaker, but at least with this one, you don't give away your position like a giant beacon. Every year I and ah over what to choose between the RPG and the homing launcher. The RPG has a better range, but the homing missiles are faster. Both are one-hit kills on players and most vehicles. The RPG holds twice the amount of rockets before needing a refill, but the homing launcher can lock on to certain vehicles, like jets, but a decent pilot should be able to avoid these easily. But you'll mostly use these for any players hiding behind cover. It's a really personal choice as to which one you go for, or maybe just keep both. Staying with the heavy explosive weapons, we have the grenade launcher. With this, you're able to get to hard to reach enemies as you can bounce the grenades off the surroundings to reach them. But its best ability is how when hiding in cover, you can hold the fire button and spam grenades all over the place, all whilst you stay protected. Its little brother is the compact grenade launcher. The advantage of having this one is how it's small enough so you can use it as a weapon while you're riding on a bike, something you can't do with the other grenade launcher, and it can fire much further than you can throw sticky bombs. Next up are the machine guns. And sticking with weapons you can use from vehicles, there's none better overall than the tactical SMG. Despite being so small, it can still hold up to 60 rounds in each magazine, so you're unlikely to need to reload it as much as the other similar weapons, like the AP pistol. It also has a ridiculously high rate of fire and is easy enough to handle, making it great for close to mid-range headshots. This, along with a rifle coming up soon, are my go-to weapons for something like the Doomsday Scenario Act 3 finale, where headshots are vital for the Elite Challenge, and can quickly be switched between them, refilling each gun as you do so to avoid the reloading animation. This one is only available from the gun van during specific weeks, so if you haven't got one already, then get one when you next can.
Gotta get that pop, 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 right?
The other machine gun you need is the Combat MG Mark II. Upgrading this to the Mark II variant makes it even more of a savage beast than it already was, as the base damage is improved, and when you add a muzzle brake, grip, and the large scope, it becomes even more lethal, with better accuracy, damage, and less recoil. Also, make sure to add on the extended clip, so you can house up to a ridiculous 200 rounds in each magazine, meaning you'll have killed everyone in your vicinity before you need to reload. There is then no need to use special ammo for this weapon, as it will reduce the magazine down to 80 rounds. Although this is still plenty. If you do want to use the special ammo, then the only one worth getting is the armor piercing, which will shred through enemies with ease, as if not wearing body armor. But this will reduce your ammo from 10,000 to only 400 before you need to refill. This is best used in first person, where you reduce the recoil even further to almost none. As for the rifles, a lot of these are quite similar with very little difference, but for versatility and accuracy, the reigning king is still the Special Carbine Mark II. This can also use special ammo, but again, this is not needed and will only hinder how you play. Make sure to add the extended clip for a bigger mag, the large scope for improved accuracy, any muzzle brake you like, the grip, and the heavy barrel. What makes this so good is how easy it is to handle and predict, with low recoil and superb accuracy, This makes it my #1 go-to weapon where headshots are needed.
Final console. Nope.
Its twin brother is the Carbine Mark II, which I've equipped with a suppressor for those stealth missions. Otherwise get the same attachment as the special Carbine. This one has slightly more range and feels a little lighter, so you can use it for enemies further away without the need to bring out your sniper rifle. You can also use special ammo for this, but as it will only be used for stealth and one-hit headshots, it will be completely unnecessary. There are 2 shotguns you need for very different tasks, and the first one is the assault shotgun. Equipped with the extended clip, so you can now hold 32 rounds instead of just 8. Then get the grip, and occasionally you can add the suppressor if needed. There is no better weapon for close range combat than this bad boy, destroying NPCs and players alike with only a few bursts. You probably know this as the best weapon during the KO Perico finale, as it can easily take down the Juggernaut. The other shotgun you need is the Pump Shotgun Mark II with explosive slug special ammo. The main reason for this is how you can auto-aim at enemies, which will then not only explode them, but the spread will destroy any vehicle they are close to, making it much quicker than using something like an RPG or a sniper. Be sure to add the medium scope and the muzzle brake for even more accuracy and damage. There are only 2 pistols you need this year, and the first one is the Up-N-Atomizer. You'll be forgiven for thinking this is trash if you went off the stats alone, but this is much more than it appears. The gun has the ability to move large vehicles, essential if you have ever got your vehicle stuck while on a selling mission. It can also incapacitate enemies as it knocks them off their feet. You can then also use this to launch yourself to those hard to reach places, something I like doing during the Pacific Standard Job finale. This weapon is only available from the gun van, so keep an eye out for it.
Holy shit, stop!
The other pistol you'll need in your loadout is the stun gun, but only if you are heading off to collect some bounty targets for your bail office. Using the stun gun to subdue your bounty will ensure they don't die, and you can therefore collect the full reward, as failure to keep them alive will decrease your payout.
You're just jealous. I can tell. Would you shut the hell up?
This one should be filed under the maybe category, as you can still detain the target alive by shooting them with a different weapon into a limb.
Keep that fucker busy. I'm out of ammo. Fuck you!
Or by shooting the weapon out of their hands. You can, of course, just use it to troll your friends. Every year, without fail, people say that I should add the marksman rifle, and every year they are wrong, because it sucks. The only sniper you actually need is the heavy sniper Mark II, and with the explosive rounds. This has now become your go-to weapon for taking down long-distance vehicles, like choppers and jets.
That's the plan, at least. Hey, eyes up! Should be passing overhead. Remember, you have those explosive sniper rounds. Okay.
The only scope you should use is the advanced scope, as if you want night vision or thermal vision, these scopes will drastically decrease your zoom capabilities. So you're better off just equipping the relevant helmet. You obviously need to add the bell end muzzle brake, not just because of its name, but because it increases accuracy, and the heavy barrel to increase damage to long range targets. You can of course add armor piercing rounds, but this should only be used by tryhards who want to shoot at each other on Vespucci Beach because their parents never loved them. For everyone else, the explosive rounds on the sniper are one of the best abilities you can have in the entire game. So that is the ultimate loadout you need for GTA in 2025. If you found this video useful, please drop us a like and subscribe for the best GTA guides on the internet. Here are some other videos you'll also enjoy. I'm BeatsDown, and I'll see you in the next one.